So this year, real time fell on a Halloween. So I'm gonna do it a little different this time. I'm watching this on Friday, Halloween, but I will probably edit it and upload it on Saturday because I'm going to be hungover as hell. And as some of you may know, I wrote a book about the time my ass almost got deported. I'll leave a link down below. Let's go. Cheers. Start the clock. Now you got pumpkins in the back. Yeah, with the real-time logo.
Thank you very much.
Even though he doesn't like Halloween. I don't think he celebrates it.
Exciting holidays, Halloween. Look at this. We have spared all expense. Apparently, look at that. If they knew what the budget was here, I tell you. But no, this is very exciting. It's about once every 7 years, Halloween falls on the day we actually do the show. I always think it's a good omen. It's going to be a great Halloween, but I'll just put it out there. Wrong year to go as a mariachi band.
Yeah. Hell yeah. The subtitle says she band. Mariachi band.
Last year, I had a bad time last year. Someone laced my drugs with candy.
We were talking about that yesterday, me and my brother, about candies being poisoned, especially in the 80s. What drug dealer would waste their drugs by giving it away for free? Especially in candy and stuff. Like Chris Rock said, he never heard a crack dealer say, what am I going to do with all this crack?
You know, the White House, they had a big, he's just back from his trip, President Trump, and they had a big to-do over there, a lot of children and music and playing Thriller and trick-or-treating, and lots of members of the Trump administration were there. So we know one thing for sure, the brain-eating zombies left hungry. Yeah, this ain't funny. I mean, you know, the government has been shut down for a month, and so there's this big battle of chicken in Washington.
They laugh. It's true.
Why is that fun? Okay, but
yeah.
They're playing a game of chicken with each other to see who will blink first. And yet, at the same time, they did find the administration $40 billion to loan Argentina. I think I know what America First means. When you're a foreign country and you need money, ask America first.
But usually when the United States loans out money, it's not coming from the kindness of their heart. There's going to be some heavy interest involved.
The third term, President has talked about a third term many times. You know, he's in the past, I think you could do it. This week he said, based on what I read, I guess it's not allowed, but we'll see what happens.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I can show you where you can read about it. It's like 14 words in this thing called the Constitution. And then the president said, I can't comment on an ongoing insurrection. So,
But I like how people online are saying, if he could run a third term, we could bring back Obama. And I don't care how MAGA you are, how many of you are out there, can't beat Obama. Even people who voted for Obama voted for Trump. I doubt they're MAGA, but still, you know, they're conservative. But they still voted for Obama.
it was not a mob because they're patriots, and it couldn't have been a riot because they were white. So that's how I'm going to be bringing back trillions from Japan. Just stop saying numbers. You know, it reminds me of the guy who thinks he can speak French but can't. You know, just leave the waiter alone, okay? He also announced this week that we are going to resume nuclear testing. He knows the difference between nuclear and nuclear, doesn't he?
I think Trump just wants to flex that military muscle. That's why he wants to do parades. Terrible parade he had. But that's why he wanted to do it, to show the American military might. And same thing with the nukes. He feels he could intimidate whoever feels they could go against the United States.
An Age of Disclosure, releasing in select theaters and streaming worldwide on Prime Video November 21st. Take a look.
Oh, UFO.
We've had repeated instances of something operating in the airspace over restricted nuclear facilities, and it's not ours.
These are otherworldly things that are performing maneuvers that haven't been seen.
You can kind of see it start to accelerate, and as it gets in front of us, it's gone. This thing was doing 32,000 miles an hour.
Wow.
Please welcome Dan Farah.
The perfect episode for this topic.
How are you, sir? Appreciate you having me here.
These are politicians saying that. Wow.
All right. So I saw your movie. I can't wait to talk to you about this. Not just because it's Halloween. I know it's a spooky subject. But I've been on your page for quite a while. I think, I'm old enough to remember when we talked about UFOs, or what do we call them now?
UAP.
UAP. I don't know why we had to make the change.
Unidentified anomalous phenomena.
I thought it was aerial. No. Unidentified anomalous phenomenon.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. They're flying saucers.
No, they go underwater too.
It used to be crazy people or people out in the middle of nowhere who got anally probed and all that kind of...
Yeah.
And it's things we can't do. So, like instantaneous acceleration.
Instantaneous acceleration.
Yeah. So, like stopping on a dime and then taking off.
Right. One of the guys in the movie says they hover around for a few hours and then it's just gone.
Yeah, just absolute instant going from like 0 to thousands of miles an hour.
Man.
I mean, it could be the most serious issue. I mean, I feel like they remind me of the aliens a little bit. The guy in the tough guy movie, he always says, if I wanted you to be dead, you'd be dead by now.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
I feel like people who have this capability, if they wanted us dead, we would be dead by now.
What if that's been the case for a long time, but circumstances have changed? We've evolved technologically very quickly over the last 80 years.
Right.
But our morals have not really evolved. We're still a violent species. We're still threatening war.
You bring up the point, and I think it's a great one, that I don't think it's a coincidence that we started finding stuff in 1947, right after the dawn of the nuclear age. That's when you have Roswell.
It can't be a coincidence, man.
Found crashes. You have people who say...
Yeah, people that say Roswell happened and it was real.
Somebody wrote about a number of people, hundreds of people who had a very similar experience. It could be a different psychological phenomenon, but they all seem to be been boarded on a spaceship. They have a vague memory of being probed in the ass. Well, that's just how they would look. They looked like they were studying us, like, okay, let's find out what these people are about. And then they seem to have ghosted us.
Yeah, for a while. What happened to that?
Anymore. You never hear about that. I feel like okay, we know who we're dealing with.
I think.
No, we know your weaknesses.
They seem to be very interested when we started to have nuclear technology. Now we have AI. Is it possible that we do get to this level where we're threatening to them with our intelligence, and that is when it's going to go?
Maybe.
They're going to send Keanu Reeves to say.
Bill loves talking about AI, man, and robots.
Clearly, they don't want to do
it. He's scared of them.
It does seem like we're moving towards a crossroad. Like we're evolving technologically to the point where we're close to doing what they do. Yet, again, our morals have not evolved. So we could be viewed as a potential threat.
Plainly, we're not close to what they're doing. Maybe we will.
Not really.
AI, but all the stuff you're describing, the reason why it's so alarming is that we're not close.
There's been a few events where UAP activity over nuclear weapon sites has activated the missiles in some case and then turned them off in some cases. And it's obviously a display of power of some sort. Your guess is as good as mine of what the intention is, but it's concerning.
Well, it's concerning also if they are going to be able to turn off our nuclear missiles. I say they can't get here soon enough.
Imagine that.
To me, looks like they're saving us from ourselves. Well, what about the other side? The people who have skepticism and their arguments that they level against you. It could be, I don't know, it could be another power like China or Russia that has this technology that we don't have. I don't think that's really.
I think it's even more terrifying. Because we know the intentions of our adversaries, and they're not good. So if it turns out China leapfrogged us technologically by a lot.
They didn't.
Right? They didn't, right?
Nah.
The person who can't wrap their head around the idea that it's non-human intelligence.
Right. One of the people who's very prominent, who was early on interested in this subject and looking into it, was Harry Reid. He used to be the Democratic senator from Utah, and he's a Mormon. And the Mormons believe in Planet Kolob. You know this, right?
I don't know that.
You don't know about the Mormons?
I don't.
Oh, let me tell you.
All right.
Oh, God.
If you think the Scientologists are weird. Yes, they
don't give him a chance to talk about religion, man. He'll never stop.
They know his exact height. And he lives on the planet Kolob. Where's Kolob? Well, if you hit orc, you've gone too far. That's all I can tell you. But Harry Reid wants to legitimize alien invasion because it makes his religion make more sense.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have to answer it. Is this something that has been hidden from presidents themselves? Because, you know, it's been 80 years. I mean, somehow a lot of this stuff has been kept under wraps. Wouldn't Trump have blabbed about it?
So,
Man, yeah.
One of the shocking interviews in my film is Secretary Rubio going on the record saying that this has been so deeply hidden that even presidents are not told all the facts around this topic.
Possibly when these crashes take place, they're doing it on purpose so that we'll be able to absorb their technology, that we have found their spacecraft, possibly, and we would reverse engineer it so we could learn. Can you think of anything we actually may have learned from an alien crash?
Maybe, but that wouldn't explain the bodies that they found. Unless they were like kamikaze aliens.
It does not seem to me like they have evil intent, at least not for now.
Yeah,
And,
that's what I believe.
You know, given the state of humanity, I don't know if anybody could really do worse.
I mean,
It's like when they asked Stephen Hawking about UFOs, and he said, when Columbus came here, look what they did to the Native Americans. So if aliens do come, it's going to be a bad thing because they'll see us as less, as inferior, and they'll just wipe us out. I don't think so because at some point, they have to know that they were on our level. And then they were allowed to progress, and now they're traveling the galaxy or whatever. But if they see us, they'll see, okay, this species right here, they're not like animals. They're capable of growth. So just let them flourish. Like, I'm a Star Trek TNG nerd, and they have episodes that talk about that. They have a thing called the Prime Directive, where they can't interfere with the growth, with the progression of a certain species. But they watch them. They study them. And once in our world, I guess they pay attention when we discover nuclear power. But in Star Trek, it's when you discover warp drive, when your species discovers warp drive capability. So you leave a thing called the warp drive signature, and that's how you get the aliens' attention. And in Star Trek, luckily, it was the Vulcans, a peaceful race, who came and presented themselves and told them all about the galaxy and whatnot. Traded I think, technology with them, with humans. That would be a nice scenario, but there's still a chance that they're evil in real life.
you know, would you, if you were an advanced non-human intelligent species, would you want us showing up on your front lawn?
Let's just leave that for next time. Thank you very much. Marjorie Taylor Greene is on our
Oh, God.
Wow, you brought a big cheering section. Say it's not so bad here in California.
She's like the wannabe female Trump, but she doesn't have the charisma. She tries, but nah. But I heard she's going against him. I want to know why.
If there was an alien invasion, they used to always say, if there was, it would unite us.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Oh?
Democrats and Republicans would both try to recruit it to kill the other
Yeah.
one.
ICE would go after it. And, yeah, I mean, it depends.
You said you want a peaceful national divorce. I hope you were just having a bad day when you said that. No, really, I mean that. Because
I don't blame her, man.
If you had all the death threats I have, you can understand why I feel
do.
that way sometimes. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
divorce?
Yeah, and I get them from both sides.
Oh, yeah, me too lately.
Oh, yeah, lately, yeah.
Aliens, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm telling you.
You know, really, over the decades, it's been both sides of the aisle that have failed the American people so much that it'd be great to reduce the size and power of the federal government and give more power back to the states.
Well, that's traditional Republican thinking.
What is she, the independent now?
That's normal.
Libertarian?
A national divorce doesn't, I don't know what's meant by that. I mean, meaning that we cleave ourselves off into two kind of separate countries of liberals and conservatives. I don't even know these days what it is to be a conservative. I don't know what a conservative is compared to what a conservative was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, I saw
And liberal.
I heard you say recently also that you said we can't even talk to the left. You're talking to me right now.
Well, that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, but he's not the crazy left.
This is the first time I've been invited to your show, and I showed up.
I don't know about that.
I'm positive.
Well, maybe the people didn't tell you.
Well,
Oh.
Sometimes the message doesn't get through. Because I get that shit too, because I had dinner with Trump. Like,
oh, yeah. They give you a hard time about that.
they still do. And it's just the stupidest position in the world.
Right.
It's just as if you can go full high school and say, well, we're not going to invite him to the lunch table.
That's true.
I mean,
But she's a part of the crazy right.
Actually, I've got a great relationship with the president. I've always supported him and gave him my support for free.
Yeah, but you are finally the one Republican who's dissenting. I was going to do a whole piece on you, and then we find you booked on the show, so I'll just say it to you. Like, for all those people on the left who've been saying, where is the Republican who will stand up on issues against Trump? I mean, they're just such ass kissers. They just fall in line. Well, right here. I mean, you've dissented on the Epstein files. You've dissented on a number of issues. ICE, the government shutdown. He's spending too much time overseas and not enough here. And you know, the Obamacare one. Let's talk
good for
about
her,
that
man.
one.
For example, when Obamacare went into place, it took my own family of 5 health insurance policy from $800 a month to over $2,400 a month, more than our mortgage payment. And that's what so many people have experienced over all these years.
Yeah, I believe
but
it.
Here's the big problem, is it's about to skyrocket in January of 2025. Here's why I'm angry. The Democrats passed Obamacare, but yet the Republicans have never done anything to correct the
2025.
problem. And Mike Johnson, for a month now, cannot give me a single policy idea, and I'm angry about that.
Is this your understanding of
Yeah, good for her. Okay, I'm kind of liking her now. Kind of. She's a little cuckoo.
I start by saying
Or
I
was.
didn't suspect that I would come on and say I agree with Congressman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Who's this?
There is a way to lower costs, which would be to ask people to participate in their own health. But we don't do that in this.
Oh,
I agree with you. However,
especially the young people, man.
someone goes to the hospital with a crisis, and then they come out of the hospital, and for months on end, here come the bills, and the bills keep coming. And you're never told on the front end how much this is going to cost, and that's unacceptable.
I'm going to agree with her again. It's incredible.
I remember Ben Shapiro, he made a video about what happened with Luigi, and he was trying to blame the left, like he always does, you know. Because that's part of his job, to keep people divided, just to get clicks and stuff. And I like Ben Shapiro. He's a very good debater, master debater. But, you know, he was blaming the left, and the comments were like, no, not this time. Everybody was united. Left and right, maybe even the far left and the far right. Everybody was together when it came to health insurance. And that affects everybody, no matter what your political affiliation is. And I loved it. I loved it. I always said it, man. Like, this is what everybody should be marching about together. I mean, millions of people in the streets, not asking, but demanding for this health prices to be capped, to be checked, man, to be lowered.
The Trump administration and the first administration actually had a policy that passed for price transparency for hospitals and doctors, but it's so convoluted and complex.
Yeah.
It's not as if you get a menu and you go in. Price transparency would be one thing. It's a lot of things, but it'd be one thing to help lower costs.
And they have this mythical idea that there's some better. I mean, what was John Thunes? He said the president would like to overhaul Obamacare and give people health insurance that is higher quality and more affordable. Yeah, and I'd like to be able to dunk. but there's no, look.
He's been talking about that for so long, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't bring anything.
Like there's this way we're going to get to this better version. There's no, Mitt Romney found this out, the Clintons found this out, Obama found this out. There's only a certain way you can do this, that you can give people health care. And it's the insurance game. This is it.
I disagree. I
know
tell
you
you, listen, when you make the American taxpayer foot the bill, and they never come together to come up with real solutions. And when you have the lobbyists in Washington, D.C., and I see them nonstop, and you have them coming in and they're trying to tell lawmakers, here's how we need to write the bills, that's the absolute failure. And I truly believe that we need to do a better job, and I wish that Mike Johnson would call us back into session so we could actually do our job.
Hell yeah. Come on, man.
Well, it is Halloween. You can see we spent all the money here for the pumpkins. And I found out that there's a new wrinkle in Halloween this year. You know, I've gone to haunted houses in the past, but they're always a commercial endeavor. Now people are doing it privately. I see all these people.
I made a video of one that I visited.
They have their own personal haunted house in their house. So you feature the thing that scares you because it's all about you. So this is going on all over the country. This is a new phenomenon. Even celebrities are doing it. Would you like to see some of that?
Oh, man.
Britney Spears has the Britney Spears House of Knives.
The lightning. Oh, I put money into their production.
There's J-Lo's vault of ex-husbands and fiancés.
Look at J-Lo.
Gavin Newsom's haunted house of hat hair.
Oh, Lord forbid.
Nick Cannon's corridor of condoms.
Oh.
Kendall Jenner's hall of no mirror.
What? Oh, no mirror.
Kanye West's chamber of Jews.
Oh, with the MAGA hat on.
Greta Thunberg's panic room of plastic straws.
The cat.
Of course, right here in California, we have Katie Porter's cave of staffers who are in her fucking shot.
That's a crazy video.
The best solution is for the Democrats and the Republicans in the Senate to stop playing games. The Democrats can vote and they can fund the government just like that, but the Republicans in the Senate, they can use the nuclear option, override the filibuster, and they can fund the government. Here's my problem is the American people are being used like a piñata in this situation, and I think it's completely wrong. I think that
why is she being so rational now?
Looks bad at this moment that he's giving $40 billion to Argentina.
What the hell is that about, man? Terrible timing.
I'm so far America first. I'm America only right now. I want good trade with other foreign countries, but I don't want to be involved in their foreign wars or their bailouts or their foreign causes or their foreign aid. I think the American people deserve all the attention from the government that they fund.
Yeah. I agree with her and disagree. Depends on what she's talking about exactly. Because the NAFTA deal was a good idea, and it ended up working in the long run. The United States saved money, even though they shipped a lot of jobs. But in the long run, you get cheaper produced products from Mexico, and then illegal immigration plummeted from Mexico, from the country. Central and South America, that's a whole different thing. But from Mexico after NAFTA, it plummeted. People weren't coming as much as they were before because now Mexico had a lot more jobs, a lot more money. So sometimes you do got to get involved. And if you bail out Argentina or Venezuela, could be helpful in the same manner. Even though I think the whole Venezuela thing is that they want to knock down the president, which I don't like. I don't like him. But the reason why they're doing it is for the oil.
Beef prices are up 15%. I mean, he ran on, I'll get rid of inflation right away. Turkey, Thanksgiving's going to be 40% more.
40.
Labor is scarcer because of the immigration policies. He's got a beef with wind, which affects a lot of the people in red states.
I'm a big fan of President Trump. I really am. I make no apologies for it. Here's the issue. Under the
She doesn't want to lose any MAGA supporters.
2022, I mean, I'm very much against the shutdowns. I was against them even when the president said 2 weeks to slow the spread.
I'm with you on that one,
yeah,
sister.
Bad stuff.
However, not a fan of COVID policy.
Right. They don't want to have children because they don't know how they can afford it.
Oh, he loves that.
I'm sorry. I'm kidding. It's Halloween. I love children on Halloween. I'm going to get sexy Prince Andrew. I'm going to scare them all away.
Whoa.
For sure.
Stephen Miller just moved there. Kristi Noem lives on a military base. J.D. Vance. Oh, no. Chris.
They're getting ready for something.
Pete Hegseth. I mean, for people who love America so much, they seem to be scared of it.
I'm one of those people they call a conspiracy theorist. When I hear things like that, I'm like, what do they know that I don't know?
Yeah.
Well, Trump says he's going to resume nuclear testing. Bad idea would be my first reaction.
Yeah.
Nuclear testing is very bad for the atmosphere. John F. Kennedy dealt with this a long, long time ago and said, look, we all breathe the same air.
I'm very much against nuclear testing. I'm very much against nuclear war, and I think everyone in history knows what happened to Japan after nuclear bombs were dropped there. And I think that world peace is the most important thing.
All right, I think aliens are here. They're taking over people's bodies, and she was the first one.
I will give him this credit. He is a guy who really does not like war.
And thank goodness,
Yeah.
that's one of the
I
reasons
give him
why
that
I've
too.
always supported him.
Yeah. I mean, now we're probably about to attack Venezuela.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hey, here you go.
One wrinkle in that theory. You're blowing up boats. We don't know who's on the boats. You've
Yeah.
given us a name.
But we
so if he
haven't-
doesn't like war, he's not doing a good job showing it right now.
Well,
Good point. Good point.
it isn't like people getting killed in war.
guess
Certainly
that's-
American
yeah,
people.
I guess that's different.
I would doubt that he would ever put American boots on the ground there.
Yeah.
What it's going to be, what it probably, well, hopefully not, but what it could be is the Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
sounds like the same kind of thing.
But
We
hopefully
didn't wanna put our
that'll work
voice
instead.
in harm's way.
But here's the problem is there's a lot of things that are made in China that we can't make in the United States, especially when it comes to chemicals. So tariffs are important to make sure that the trading is level and fair.
But China isn't paying those tariffs. I keep hearing both sides, man. It's the American company who's paying the tariff. Like Harley Davidson, ooh, they hated Trump's policies, man. So they rely on those Chinese goods.
We are a department store and we set the price. But China's the department store.
China
And who
is,
goes to
yeah.
a department store anymore? All right, we got to end it there. It's time for new rules, everybody.
New rule.
Okay, new rule, enough with the fat animal contest. Jeez. First it was that Fat Bear Week contest in Alaska. Wisconsin has a Fat Bird Week, and now Texas is doing Fat Squirrel Week. Stop encouraging these poor creatures. Look at this fat fuck. This poor thing can't even see his nuts. I'm not proud of it. New rule, since Disney announced this week that Fubo has successfully merged with Hulu, finally, they have to call the new company Hobo Goo. Hobo Goo, since I won't know what it does, why I'd want it, or how it got on me, Hobo Goo is the right name. Hobo Goo. Like a sticky seat at the train station, it's just on there. New rule, President Trump must acknowledge that if you love trolling this much,
This
it's
guy.
always going to be open season on trolling you. The president of South Korea gave Trump a replica of a massive crown worn by rulers of the ancient Silla Kingdom and seemed to be laughing about it because everyone in his country knows the Silla Kingdom was famous for having female rulers.
Oh.
So,
A little jab,
it was
huh?
his way of saying, enjoy the bling, you old queen. Public toilets in China, yes, this is true, make you watch an ad in order to get the toilet paper. This is just part of the new trend of making us watch commercials while streaming.
Yeah.
But
He needs a drum roll for that one.
if the ads ever become targeted ads, yes, that will be dystopian. I don't want to ever be taking a shit thinking, how does the toilet know it's me?
Yeah. like when I go pump gas and they have the little TV screens on the pump. Next time you're there, pay attention to how slow the gas pours in. They do it on purpose for you to watch those commercials.
And finally, new rule, since it's Halloween, I must tell you all a ghost story. And this one is... And this one is really scary. It's not about the kind of ghost that rattles your chains or turns your lights on and off or, you know, lends a sensual helping hand with your pottery. No, this kind of ghost sells dishwashers.
What?
A ghost brand. That's a company or a store that, like Sears, still exists, but only as a pathetic shell of its former self. The brands that make you say, oh, they're still making that?
Yeah.
Because they screwed themselves out of relevance, and now their logos haunt us, wandering, neither alive nor dead, like Mitch McConnell.
Oh, that's messed up. Please retire, sir.
But now, even at a time when President Trump is turning 250 years of democracy into jeans shorts, the Democrats have their lowest rating in 35 years, 63% unfavorable.
Man.
What happened? I don't know. What happened to Sears? It used to be synonymous with the American dream because it kept faith with what the customer wanted. Did we love Sears? No, but that was besides the point. You just went. It was like an Avatar movie that sold tools.
Yeah. And Kmart.
Now, Sears is a great place to go if you want to be alone. But you better hurry. Sears used to have 3,500 stores, and now it has 5.
Whoa.
For 66 years, Playboy magazine was also a fact of American life. Sears sold your father a mattress, and Playboy was what he hid under it. It was a surefire product. Pictures of tits, and then 25 cartoons about fucking Santa Claus. Playboy decided they didn't need straight men anymore. They put transgender women and gay men on the cover, and predictably, sales, like their subscribers' penises, collapsed.
What did they expect? I remember reading about that they wanted to be the new OnlyFans. I don't think it worked.
The staff began using terms like intersectionality, sex positivity, and privileging. And in response, Playboy readers used terms like no thanks, get the fuck out of here, and goodbye.
Yeah.
At one point, Playboy, yes, Playboy, even dropped the nudity, which is like
What?
cigar aficionado announcing, we're getting rid of the cigars. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian posed for another magazine and broke the internet with her ass. It reminded me of when Chuck Schumer said in 2016 that for every blue-collar Democrat we lose in Western Pennsylvania, we're going to pick up 2 moderate Republicans in the suburbs of Philly, Ohio, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Yeah, how'd that work out?
No.
I remember going there in 1993 to get my wardrobe for a new show Comedy Central was launching called Politically Incorrect. Thank you.
Crazy show, man.
Yeah.
You can see it on YouTube.
No budget. And this was a place you could buy 5 suits for $2,000. And I'm not making this up just because it's Halloween, but after Barney's closed for good in 2020, it became, yes, a spirit Halloween.
Oh, the irony.
Club Random drops every Monday on YouTube or listen wherever you get your podcast. Now go watch Overtime on YouTube. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. You know what? I think I'm going to watch Overtime. Only because it's a Halloween special.
The Waymo CEO said this week that society is ready to accept a traffic fatality caused by an autonomous car. Well, sure, he's going to say that. I mean, are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we accept human traffic. We're not giving up cars. Dan, what do you expect viewers to be most surprised by when they see your movie?
Honestly, it's probably how bipartisan the topic really is. Leaders from both parties can't agree on anything, but they agree on this being a serious, important issue.
You agree on that?
I think it's a serious issue. Yeah, I'd love to know more about it, but we're not told anything about it.
But you've had hearings. I mean, there was a hearing a couple of years ago, and they didn't say much. I got to say, Rubio was never the giantest fan, but I didn't think he was a terrible guy. I feel like he is the adult in that administration. He just always looks okay to me. He looks like he's got his head screwed on. He looks like a serious guy. I can live with that guy.
Well, I think he's doing a great job, and I
didn't say that.
And I think people deserve to know the truth about it.
Yeah.
Just like the Epstein files, it'd be nice to know the truth about that.
On with the Epstein files, man.
You see, he's going to get mad at you for saying that thing about the Epstein files.
He don't
He'll
care.
still talk to you.
Oh,
right?
I
You
love
can-
Donald Trump, but
know.
it's okay for me to disagree.
Exactly.
I have my own mind.
Yeah.
I represent my district. That's my job title, representative.
Right.
And,
So-
and these women, they deserve it. And every woman that's a victim
Woo! Good for her, man.
of human trafficking, they deserve it.
She gave my respect tonight.
And I mean, you're famous for, and I don't think you ever said the words Jewish space laser.
No, I never did.
I blame her for that.
And I know. Okay, but what were you talking about?
I made a post in 2018 on my Facebook page and talked about a very interesting new technology where they were harnessing the sun's.
Who's they?
This company.
Jews.
No.
No, the Rothschilds, she said. Come on.
Back then, I didn't even know the Rothschilds were Jewish. I didn't know.
You did?
Everybody knows that.
I never even said the word Jewish in the Facebook post.
Right. I mean, just so you know, Rothschild to a lot of people is almost synonymous with
Yes.
the word Jewish.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Right.
Come on.
She was just.
She's pulling a Trump.
Why?
Deny, deny, deny.
I don't think just because someone is successful, you punish them. But that's just how I believe.
But isn't there a certain number that we get to? That, I mean, Elon Musk is approaching $500 billion.
$500 billion.
You know, one person can't really have that much. First of all, they don't need that much money.
Yeah.
And it just does skew the system in ways that are not healthy.
But this is an incredible outrage. The fact that this guy was pardoned and is directly involved in Trump family business with a, Trump shitcoin, as they call them in the. And I'm not sure why people are not more outraged by this
Because there's 12 other things.
I know, but
That's why.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's way down the list.
Yeah.
Threats against people's life have been used to discourage people from talking about it.
Who's making the threat?
Comes from various elements within the government. I go into it in the film in depth, but certain groups within the intelligence community, certain groups within the military, certain groups within private defense contractor companies.
Jeez, he talks like a politician.
The Men in Black.
Demons. Tell them that story. Tell them about the demons.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. Yes. Tell them about the demons. What is that?
Tucker.
Go into that.
He believes that.
His superiors told him that they thought these things were demons and that he was doing the devil's work by looking into it. It's been spotted on data collection systems like satellite and radar, and this guy's telling me it's a demon. It's insane. And
Whoa.
he's like, my mind was blown, and this is something I'm dealing with inside of the government.
That's possible. I think that's what they could be. That's what makes sense in my worldview.
Michael?
No.
Man, good for her. Good for her. He's like, no.
Happy Halloween. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Happy Halloween, y'all. I will catch you on the next one, man. Happy Halloween. Well, it's not Halloween by the time you see this, so happy Dia de los Muertos.